Yo, what's going on YouTube? We're back again today, but it's gonna be the Vanguard settings. I have some of the best settings for y'all. I've been dropping 138 kills. I've been dropping 80 plus game plays, Now, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all my settings right here. Now, I'm not a mouse and keyboard player, so we're just gonna go ahead and skip over that one and move on to the graphics. Now, for graphics, you're gonna want to have full screen on. That's the best one recommended because if you choose anything else, you're gonna have problems with lag and stuff like that. Display resolution 1980p, 1920 by 1080. That's what I play on. And then just have your monitor. My refresh rate, make sure you have this on the highest available for you. VSync, keep both of these off. You do not want that. Now for the frame rate, I like to keep it on custom. I like to put it all the way up to get the max frames. And for the lobby, you really don't want your PC overworking itself, so I just keep those capped at 60 and 30. And aspect ratio, I keep that on automatic. For my brightness, I play on 52. For my display gamma, if you're on a monitor, keep it at a 2.2. If you're playing on a TV, you're gonna want to use 2.4. So, but mostly everyone is on a monitor now, so 2.2 is the best way to go. Focus mode, keep that off. You don't want that on. And this is for my graphics card right here. And on-demand texture streaming, make sure you have this off because it's going to be downloading high resolution textures to your PC and it's going to cause a lot of input lag and you really don't want that, so just make sure you keep that off. Now for the quality, I keep this on custom. For render resolution, it's going to be at 100. Dynamic resolution, keep that off. For my texture resolution, I prefer medium. Texture filter is trophic, I keep that medium. Particle quality level, I also keep that on medium. Now, okay, these settings right here is like a balance for the best FPS and also a better looking game. Like, so you don't want to keep everything low because, like, sometimes if you keep everything on low, sometimes it's gonna hurt your FPS rather than help it. So some of these actually do help with FPS. uh Bullet impact and spray. Now if you want to see your impact, like, the sprays that you spray and your bullets, keep it on. I keep it on. So but it does use a little bit of VRAM. If your PC doesn't support, like, can't handle that much VRAM, then just turn it off. But I got mine on. For the shatter quality, I got it low. Tessellation, I got it on. Level of detail distance, I got it for long. Nearby level of detail high. Distant level of detail is high. Draw distance is high. Volume quality level, I got it on low. Screen space shadow is off. This is supposed to be very low actually. And sun shade cachos is low. Make sure you keep the sun cache and the spot cache shadows on. Spot cache size is very low. Spot shadow quality is low. Particle lightning is low. Ambient occlusion is off. And screen space reflection is off. Okay, now here's where the good stuff comes at right here, guys. This is actually new. So this right here, Fidelity FX cast. Make sure you turn this on and turn this all the way up to 100. This will improve the image sharpening in your game, and your game is going to look a whole lot better. Trust me on that. Now, you won't be able to use these two right here, but this Fidelity FX cast, it will make up for all of it. Your game will look so much better. It will make the image sharpening so much better on there. So make sure you turn this on and turn this all the way up to 100. For the anti-aliasing, now this, it literally just keeps changing. SMMA 2 T2X is the best one, but for some reason it always switches back to SMMA. Just make sure you keep checking on this and make sure you keep it SMMA T2X. Depth field of view is off and the VRAM usage target is 85. For the gameplay, I usually play on 120. And camera movement, make sure you turn this all the way off. Make sure you keep it at 50. So your screen won't be shaking when you explosions and whatever, happens. Just keep that on low. Which is least 50%. World motion blur is off, weapon motion blur is off. And for this, I like playing on plus boost. A lot of people prefer on, but for me, I prefer on plus boost. For my audio, I keep my master volume at 50. For the volume, for the audio, honestly, it's all on personal preference and what you're using. These are my settings for my audio. If you want to copy them, go ahead. But this is what I usually just keep them on. It's personal preference. Interference. Basically, this is I just keep everything on default, just for the FPS counter and all these. That's the only thing I have on here shown, but everything else is still default. Now for my controller, target aim assist is on, ADS aim assist is on, weapon activation I don't usually mount, so I won't worry about that. Deleted ammo weapon switch on, blind fire is on, automatic airborne mantle. Now this right here, keep that on partial and turn these two off. You do not want to use these right here. Oh wait, controller, we're supposed to be at settings. Okay, we'll go back to that. We'll go back to the controller after. But yeah, make sure you keep that on partial and turn these two off. You don't really want to have those. And I have this on. I use auto attack sprint, it's just easier. Instead of double tapping it, auto attack sprint, you just run forward. Auto move forward, I got that off. Sprint cancel reload, I have that on. Sprint reload, I have that on. I mean sprinting DoorDash, so you won't have to worry about opening the door. You can just bust through it, Slide behavior, make sure you have that on tap. It's much easier for slide canceling. It's gonna make slide canceling so much easier for you. Aim down sight behavior on hold. Equipment behavior is on hold. Steady aim behavior is on hold. Automatic weapon fire behavior hold. Interact reload behavior, tap to reload. And screen behavior is toggle. Scoreboard behavior, I'm sorry. Now let's go back to my settings, my actual controller settings. I use a 6.6 for my vertical and horizontal sensitivity, and I just keep everything at 1 point. Custom sensitivity per zoom, I keep that off. Button layout, I play tactical flipped. I shoot with my L1 and L2 instead of the triggers. Vertical aim on foot is standard. Vertical aim ground vehicle is standard. Vertical aim air vehicle is standard. And I play on dynamic. Control vibration off. Trigger effect is on. Weapon fire threshold is on. ADS sensitivity transition is instant. ADS sense multiplier on 1. Stick layout is default. Control orientation is up. ADS stick swap is off. Now right here, so you can move a lot faster, make sure you turn these all the way down to 0. And for your right stick, if you have a little bit of drift stick on it, you might want to bump it up a little bit to where it stops moving. But for me, 5 is fine. It doesn't move or have any stick drift. And I have these two on 100. And that is it for the ADS. If you find this video helpful, please drop a like, please drop a sub, and drop down in the comments on your thoughts on what would you like to see me do next. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all have a nice day. Peace.